Good afternoon and welcome back to UEL Sports Doc. London Lions 61, Sheffield Hatters 26 at the half. Michael Hanson-Morris and Nigel Lloyd, but temporarily joined by Paige Robinson. Paige obviously out with an injury today, but just talk about the first half and how impressive the Lions have been for.
Yeah, the Lions have really set the tone. Sheffield had a slow start. This is like, we know Sheffield can turn it up, so it's great that we're keeping the intensity up, and we're just here to play every single day, so it's really good.
And take us into locker room a little bit with Mark and the team are talking about still trying to progress and get better each and every day in practice and games ready for the postseason.
Yeah, we go at it. Mark is a tough coach. We're tough players. We're building something out here, and it's great to see each game we're looking to improve something. We don't settle. So it's great. It's a great atmosphere. It's a great team, and it's very exciting to see the potential.
And obviously, if we look all the way back, it feels like so long ago now, but obviously the European campaign, and how much confidence did that give the team to going to Bourges, playing a team like that, pushing them and winning the first leg, to build into this WBBL campaign?
This is historic moments we're building, and to be a part of that is like, you can't talk on it. It's just to know that hard work really does pay off, and to be a part of a team so special. It's it's every kid's dream in the UK, and it just shows that it can be done. It can be done in any team. You just got to invest, put in the work, and I'm happy that we're the ones to do it. And
obviously for you came back from Florida, had a great collegiate career there, and then came back and had this opportunity with the Lions. And just talk about the strength in depth and how this Lions team helped you grow on the experience you got in the States as well.
Yeah, going to Florida, I got really athletic. They made me run a lot, so coming home and I can run the floor pretty well, and I'm like naturally conditioned doing so. So that's a positive. That's something I can bring to the Lions. I can like defend the perimeter to the inside player. So I'm happy that I can like be diverse in that aspect.
And for you, obviously, unfortunately, still out with an injury. You've got your eyes swollen up again. But just talk about your growth this season and learning from people like Azania Joe, who have obviously come in this year.
Azania and Joe are great role models. Azania, that's my Gator sister. She set it for me to be a part of that legacy that they've both built. Like they're amazing, and they set the tone every single day in practice. So to have that input, no other team has that, so we're grateful for them and the investment that they've put into us young ones, the rising stars. So it's really good. And
obviously for the team closing on the title, but still got a little bit of work to do. Trip up to Manchester Wednesday, Essex Friday, and then 7 o'clock Sunday. But how important is the undefeated season aspect of that as well?
Yeah, it's really important because we got to remember that each team can show up and play. We can't just show up. So we have to stay drilled in and stay ready to play, because each team want a piece of us. So we can't let it up at any moment.
And just quickly before we get the second half underway, obviously you and the halftime team talk. Is it always about just trying to get better, or is it just about maintaining this and obviously making sure you're ready in a good shape as well for Wednesday now?
At this point, it's just about maintaining and making sure we're good each game. We've got a tough week ahead, and we just got to use our bodies properly and not overdo it, but still gain something out of each game. So it might not be as aggressive, but it's going to be something, and we're going to leave happy.
Well, Paige, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll let Nigel Lloyd back in for the second half and let you go carry on cheering on your teammates. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
And as Paige heads out, the team's both heading onto the floor. Apologies if we had some internet connection issues in the first half. Hopefully done our best to fix those during the first bit of half-time. Out onto the floor for the Hatters. Weighing 0, Ebony Horton, 3, Nicolette Fongluki, 9, Helen Naylor, 7, George Gale, and 13, Naomi Campbell. For the Lions, it's Chantel Charles, Kennedy Leonard, Joe Leedon-Warner, Azania Stewart, and Holly Winterburn. It'll be Hatters with the first possession of the second half. Fongluki guarded by Leonard. Shot clock down to 6. Skip pass to Naylor, who had a period where she was really hot, as George Gale gets the call from the referee, driving on Holly Winterburn. Winterburn stepping to her right and called for the blocking foul, and George Gale looks like she's caught one in the stomach. and hopefully she is all right. She just looks like one of those, just knocks the wind out of you, Nigel.
Yeah, it does. And there's sportsmanship. Was no intent there, but you just hope Georgia's going to be all right. She's a tough competitor, though, but, for her to stop like that, that she's actually feeling. You see Holly showing sportsmanship, checking to make sure she's okay. So that's good on all parties.
And it'll be Hatters get a new 14 seconds from the sideline. Helen Naylor with the lob pass over the top of Leonard, and a great pass by Horton to get the second half underway.
I think so, and I thought also Sheffield has reacted to how London plays defense, so they put Kennedy Leonard against the bigger player because they know they were going to switch every screen, and that created a situation.
As Leedon Warner fires up the straightaway triple, doesn't go, but gets her own rebound, kicks it to Leonard. She'll drive on the baseline, try and wrap around, but Holly Winterburn left the corner, but Ebony Horton picked the ball up and then had to throw it away. So Lions will get a new 14 seconds there.
Yeah, Lions got away with one because normally when Kennedy drives baseline, Holly fills the corner, but because Ebony cut her off, Ebony was able to get in the passing lane, so Holly decided to give it a better angle, and it was a good steal, but then also Ebony went out of bounds.
Lions' 10th offensive rebound of the game, as Winterburn thinks about the three, drives past Horton, goes to the Euro step layup and gets it to go, and Holly Winterburn up to 12 points personal on the afternoon.
She did, and I saw her talking to one of the assistant coaches, Ricky, about her shot. That's the only thing that she's struggling right now is her three-point shot. When she gets that going, she'll be unstoppable because she's scoring all her layups, and also she's handling the ball very well.
Gale driving on Winterburn, nowhere to go, and Chantel Charles steals it. Lions 2-on-1, Leonard to Leedon Warner, and Leedon Warner will make no mistake, and Joe Leedon Warner forces Vanessa Ellis into a quick timeout.
Yeah, she's not going to let this the second half go the way of the first half, thinking the women were going to play through it. She's able to stop the action right away because they aren't handling the pressure very well. When London puts the trap and they rotate to the next pass, Sheffield's still thinking the next pass is open, and they're making a mistake. They've got to find someone else, and also people have got to cut once in the basketball.
Yeah, and unfortunately the turnovers continue to mount. We took in the first half, Sheffield only averaged 14 turnovers a game. That's the 17th of the afternoon, and Lions convert that now for 28 points, and no doubt that's probably the thing Vanessa Ellis is talking to her team about.
And that's probably one of the things she spoke about at halftime. When you see a coach call a timeout this early, you know that it's all about the scout. She put a scout report in that she wants the team to do this half, and they just haven't done it. She knew that the press was coming, and she knew that London rotates after that, and that someone made a mistake. Now, the one thing she did do well was when they were able to get the layup, because Kennedy switched, so that was the thing.
Yeah, and Hatters first out back onto the floor. And it'll be Georgia Gale taking a breather, replaced by Abby Whitehouse. And we will get the game back underway with Nicolette Vonglukui finding Naylor Vonglukui on the flare screen. Gets a good look at the three, but Leedon Warner with the rebound. She'll fire it ahead to Holly Winterburn. Winterburn with space in front. Kicks it to Charles, and Leonard will step out for the three and string it.
Well done, well done. Good ball movement. Again, London's getting off to the races off every possession. They're swinging the ball. They're making Sheffield have to rotate, and that's a good sign when you see Kennedy Leonard hit a three-point shot.
Horton gets down the lane, gets a good look, but misses. But Naomi Campbell able to pick up the rebound, and she will head to the line, fouled by Chantel Charles, her first of the afternoon.
Yeah, it's a good play. There we go. You have to be aggressive, though.
And yeah, just a little reach in by Charles. And to be honest, it might be this right-hand basket, curse of the missed layups. We saw Kennedy Leonard uncharacteristically miss a couple in the first half when open, and now Ebony Horton unable to connect. But Naomi Campbell will have a chance from the line to make amends. Campbell, a 80% free throw shooter on the season.
Yeah, that's good. She shot it well, and that's what's needed, offensive rebounding as well, so they can get that second pass point.
And Campbell goes 2 of 2. And it'll be Leonard to bring the ball up, looking for Winterburn off the double screen. Leedon Warner instead pops, and now Winterburn wide open in the corner. Just can't get it to go, but Chantel Charles on the offensive glass again finds Leedon Warner, thinks about the three, draws a double team, kicks it open to the open Charles, and she makes no mistake. And Leedham Warren again, veteran play, draws two, knows someone's open, just had to find the right pass.
Yeah, very good pass by Jolene Warren into open Chantel. We know she can hit that.
As Naylor pulls up, can't get it to go, and Lyons again looking to push. Long pass from Leedham Warner, finds Leonard, fires it back over the head of Fong Lu Kui to Leedham Warner, and Leedham Warner and Stewart can't quite get there. Naomi Campbell with the hand to force the turnover, and it'll be Ebony Horton working on Holly Winterburn, met by two Lions defenders, but Naylor can't convert from the free throw line. And Lions again looking to push in transition. We talked about that in the first half. It's Leedham Warner this time open. Fong Lu Kui cuts off Leedham Warner, but she spins back over the shoulder and gets it to go. And Jo Leedham, 22 points on 9 of 12 shooting.
Yeah, she's shooting unbelievable. Hopefully her daughter doesn't have to throw up on her every game just to get her to play as well, because she complained about that before the game.
I'll let you tell her that one.
No, not me.
As Naylor's trying to find Horton inside, 5 on the shot clock, skip pass. That hit the side of the backboard. I'm not quite sure how it got there.
I know. But I thought Azania Stewart, she looks disappointed as well, because if the ball just went right past her, as you can see, watch, it hit, yeah.
Oh, it hits Azania, that's what it was, yeah. And then Stewart fouls Campbell on the drive.
And then she smacked the ball volleyball style. Oh, she was just disappointed because she thought she was in very good defensive position to get that steal.
And Leedham Warner will head to the bench for the Lions, replaced by Cassie Breen, and Miles Stewart will check in as long as Naomi Campbell can make the second free throw. Campbell couldn't get the first to drop. As Naomi Campbell looking for her 5th point of the afternoon, indeed she does, and she will head for that breather. Lead at 42 for the London Lions, who look set to move to 21-0, 2 wins away from the title. Sheffield dropped to 17-6, however have already confirmed 3rd place and a home playoff quarter-final in 2 weeks' time, as Winterburn lays it home for 2. Ebony Horton went for the steal, and Sheffield just not able to rotate quick enough to help Horton out.
They haven't been doing that all game, though. I'm not sure what's happening on that rotation, because that's a problem. While London are over-rotating, see, like that, get some help, and then they're off to the races again.
Yeah, Naylor over the double team, couldn't get to go, but Leonard running the floor down the left-hand side, and Holly Winterburn finds her, and Candy Leonard into double digits with 11 points personal to go, with 4 assists for the Lions.
And you talk about Holly Winterburn showing some of her point guard skills. She's got 5 assists as well as 5 rebounds. Yeah, and Fong Lu Kui nowhere to go on this possession so far. Shot clock down to 7. McGrath on the turnout screen, just off to left. Contested rebound pulled down by Naylor. She will go over the shoulder, can't get it to go. And Azania Stewart finds Winterburn, and Lions again looking to push 3-on-2. Winterburn to Breen, who travels. Definitely travel. Yeah. But that's about the only mistake Lions made when they get the outlet, and Coach Mark Clark isn't happy, but he really can't say a lot because his women are winning by so many points. But he's kind of sub, though. Someone's coming out for that.
Yeah, Shaquila Joseph heading to the scorer's table as Miles Stewart finds Ebony Horton on the right wing. Sheffield a little bit static offensively right now, so Horton's going to put her head down, drive on Chantel Charles, and gets it to go. Tough finish over Azania Stewart.
Yeah, there was a good move by Ebony Horton, and she was going right because she looks like she prefers to dribble with her left hand, but she was able to get the, it's a good pass.
Stewart can't find the cutting Winterburn, but Horton can't corral the pass by McGrath, and now Lions in transition. Leonard, foul line pull-up. Yeah. No mistake.
Yeah, and also that's what's needed. Kennedy to hit a pull-up. She's hit a 3. Except when she starts hitting all her layups correctly, she'd be back offensively the way she started this season.
As Hannah Shaw gets the full away to go. Sheffield looking a little bit more consistent last couple of minutes on the offensive end, but defensively Lions are just getting whatever they want as Leonard finds a wide open Breen. That's off to the right, and Miles Stewart with the rebound, but Kennedy Leonard there turning down a layup to find the wide open Cassie Breen free, and normally you'd take that. Yeah,
but she's such an unselfish player, Kennedy Leonard, you know that. So if she finds a teammate, she's trying to get them started. I can understand it because Cassie hasn't been hitting. She's the leading scorer as she normally does.
As Chantel Charles picks up her 2nd personal foul, 4th team foul for the Lions, as Whitehouse back into the game for the Hatters, Joseph and Beckford Norton for the Lions. And Sheffield will have a inbound pass from the baseline. 4:09 left of this third quarter. Lions up 79-35 on this Bank Holiday Monday as Stewart knocks down the long two.
It's a good play, and was able to get a good basket. And that was much needed by Sheffield. Well, they're down 42 now.
Yeah, and at this point it's all about momentum, looking for the playoffs as well. Is if they match up in a final, trying to find something that might work in a game plan for a final. As Leonard on the flare screen to Cassie Breen, and Cassie Breen misses one open three. She won't miss a second.
No, she won't, and she's needed that. That's her first three-point shot of the game, and normally right now she's 3 or 4 made, so that's good find a teammate and good shot by Cassie Breen.
In fact, Cassie Breen's first field goal of the afternoon, her only points came from the line. She went 3 of 3 from the line early as Whitehouse drives, receives the bump, and with the Lions in the penalty. Foul on 8, 10, 9, 7, 6. So they're having a little bit of laugh about it. Our referee and our table officials down there believe it's on 10 Cassie Breen. That'll be her second.
Yeah, and Lions right now, that's probably the only thing they're not doing correctly. They've got 5 team fouls while Sheffield Hatters have not fouled this quarter. So that's maybe the only thing Coach Mark Clark, that's why he's standing up. He's obviously got some stuff to deal with.
Yeah, and I think he was also given a play call. One thing he'll be talking about is offensive rebounds, as Shan Charles gave one up, but makes amends with the block and gets possession back for the London Lions. As Leonard looking for Breen on the flare screen. Breen coming back up wide open, catch and shoot over Hannah Shaw, in and out. Couldn't quite get the home court roll, but Shanice Beckford-Norton knocks it away from behind, and she will go down the court. Looks to lay it home, but can't quite get it to drop. And Abby Whitehouse now kicking ahead to Horton, who does well to stay in bounds on the right-hand side. Horton working on Joseph, and Leonard with the reach in. Her 4th personal foul. The foul's going to be called on Joseph.
Oh, she got away with one.
Third foul on Joseph. As you see here, Beckford-Norton couldn't quite get the finger roll to go.
True, she couldn't. I thought, Kennedy got away with one just now. I understand the foul was on Kayla Joseph, but it looked like for sure Kennedy stripped Ebony Horton's hand. It was a good free throw made by Ebony, though. But that's needed because the team still have to try to catch a rhythm for today.
And Horton 2 of 2 from the free throw line. As we're into the final 3 minutes of this third quarter, WBBL Championship will conclude on Sunday as Beckford-Norton on the curl screen from Leonard. Great find, and Shanice Beckford-Norton up to 13 points. Kendi Leonard, 7th assist of the afternoon.
Fantastic execution on that play as well.
And Horton now guarded by Beckford-Norton is going to find Whitehouse. Shaw inside working on the smaller Breen. Breen going to get the call as Hannah Shaw going to be called for the hook.
Yes, she did. That was good defense by Cassie. Watching the post, she's going to be a push off with the offhand, the left hand.
Yeah, maybe Breen gets a little away with a little reach in as well to help the hook, but there's definitely a little small hook there for Hannah Shaw. And not too many arguments as Leonard looking like the same play. This time Chantel Charles pops, gives it back to Leonard. Hesitation dribble on Campbell, step back. And unfortunately, Kennedy Leonard can't get the nice move to go. Nicolette Fong-Lu-Kui somehow avoids running into Leonard, turning the ball over. And Abby Whitehouse kicks it inside to Campbell, stays just inside the baseline. And Hatters recycle the ball to Fong-Lu-Kui. Campbell steps out for a rare three. Good look, but Shaquila Joseph pulls down the miss. And Lions advance it into the hands of Chantel Charles. And set up in a horn set for Leonard. Charles not giving it to Joseph on the ducking. Beckford-Norton in and out move. Pass short. Layup can't go. Lions struggling a little bit on the interior in the second half. And Beckford-Norton miss a lay at one end and a defensive effort to get right back in the play down the other. And you can see the Lions bench applauding that.
Yeah, they really applaud that because that inspires your team. When you look at your captain and she's playing that hard.
Shaw, the fall away over Joseph. Back iron. And Lions now going to opt to walk it up with Kennedy Leonard. Shanice Beckford-Norton just checking the bottom of her shoes. And Cassie Breen flying off screens once again. Going to look for the handoff, but Whitehouse defends it well. ball back into the hands of Leonard. 5 on the clock. Breen fills, gets Whitehouse on the pump fake and can't get to go, but Shanice Beckford-Norton with the rebound. Extra passes by the Lions, finds Chantel Charles, left corner free, and again Lions just can't get it to drop. 6 of 19 now from free as Nicolette Fong-Lucui drives down the middle of the defense, and neither team right now can score.
No, and they're throwing the ball. They're throwing the ball away a little bit casual for London Lions team. So we'll see what happens. One shot now. Clock is off, so we'll see how this goes.
Fong-Lucui decides to back it out, trying to find Horton on the flare screen. Good screen by Shaw, and again can't get it to go, but Chantel Giles comes down with the rebound. 4 seconds. Leonard looking for options as Chantel Charles is down hurt. Beckford-Norton heave to beat the buzzer, cannot go, and hopefully Chantel Charles is all right on the baseline. She looks like she might have got just a little clip in the mouth, maybe. Can't quite see her. She's heading out quite angrily, actually.
Yeah, she's not happy about that.
Hopefully it's not a tooth or anything.
No. Hopefully she's all right. Chantel, she's a warrior, though. I think she'll come back. In a game when you're winning by 44 points, the last thing you want to do is pick up any kind of little injury. So maybe that's what it is. But London are playing very well. They're executing well. They're getting everything they want offensively and defensively. And at the moment, we held Sheffield to 14 points.
Yeah, unfortunately, your lucky 13's been broken, Nigel Lloyd, by
finally.
1. But no, yes, and we talked about scrapping. No points in the last 3 minutes of that third quarter. Sheffield now just over 4 minutes without a field goal as well. And I'm sure both teams just want to tidy it up. At this stage of the season, it is all about that momentum and rhythm going into the postseason.
Yeah, that's true. When you look at this now, look at London, that's what needed Kennedy Leonard to get a nice little pull-up jumper. She's been trying to get her offensive game on track. Cassie, we know she can knock those down in her sleep. There's no way she was going to miss 2 of those. So we just look at the unselfish play. This lob play to Shanice, that's unbelievable. You can't trail on the screen for Shanice because she can turn the corner so quickly. And I think that's where Sheffield's making a mistake. I've not seen them go under any screens for Shanice or slide through. They've been trying to follow around, and her athleticism is off the chart. So I think they have to find a different way to guard her. And now Coach Mark Clark has made some change. They've got Graces in the game, one of the young players from the WEABL team. So she's in the game now. So there's a lot of people here supporting. I guess a lot of people came to visit.
Yeah, well, I think I've definitely seen Alex Strickland, her brother, down in the bleachers. And obviously Grace playing WEBL for Lions and WNBL as well. Obviously, unfortunately missed a part of the season with injury, but she'll get her first action of the afternoon. Immediately double teamed to not let her catch the ball.
Yeah. So that's good. And she gets to run the show, too, because she's a very good and upcoming point guard.
Yeah, as Leedon Warner working on Campbell. Ball knocked out of bounds by Campbell. And Lions will get the baseline possession. Good defense by Naomi Campbell there.
Yeah, that was very good defense, especially against Joe.
And Lions looking for an outlet. It's Stewart to Strickland. Working on the baseline, gets past Whitehouse, finds Leedon Warner in the corner. And Joe Leedon Warner called for the travel, but also called out of bounds. I'm not quite sure which, but either way it's a turnover.
He signaled both. He pointed for the out of bounds and he signaled the travel as well. So you just picked one. That's up something for the stat person to scratch their head about.
Either way, Lions' 9th turnover of the afternoon as Whitehouse cuts back door, stays in bounds. Horton on the pump fake, gets Ume in the air, and Ebony Horton just off to the right. And Naomi Campbell trying to get the rebound, fouls Azania Stewart. And that'll be Naomi Campbell's 2nd personal foul of the afternoon.
Yeah, I thought that's good defense. And Azania, she's been doing a good job rebounding today. She's up to 7 rebounds, 6 defensively, and that's what's needed.
And Grace Strickland bringing the ball up for the Lions, calling out something, finds Leedon Warner, who's wide open. Horton got lost on the screen as Beckford-Norton tries to split 2 defenders, and a blocking foul called on Naomi Campbell, moving to her right, just trying to close the gap a little bit too late, just with the right hip.
That's true.
And 2nd team foul on the Hatters, 3rd on Campbell.
Oh, Azania for 2.
And Azania will be fouled. don't think you can argue that one.
No, it's no arguing. That was a very, very good cut by Zania Stewart and a good find by Joe Leadham.
And that is the third personal foul on Naomi Campbell in about 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's true. She's getting her money's worth right now for all the minutes that she's on the court.
And Leah McDermott checking in for the Lions, replacing Shanice Beckford-Norton as Azania Stewart heads to line 4-2. Stewart shooting 80% at the line this season. Can't get the first.
For 43 seconds to be gone of the fourth quarter, it seems like a lot of basketball action have happened, hasn't it?
Well, I suppose every time you think about 3 fouls in 43 seconds, you normally think about 3 personal fouls in about 20 minutes. So, yeah. Understandable. Naomi Campbell will stay in the game on 4 fouls. Hopefully she doesn't pick up a 5th. For the Hatters, as she is open, pump fake, working on Strickland. Going to find Fong Lu Kui in the corner. Sorry, and then on the elbow, and Nicolette makes no mistake. She's up. First field goal of the afternoon for Fong Lu Kui. Was 0 of 5 prior to that. As Leadham Warner to Ume, and ball reversal now for the Lions. Flare screen again set as Leadham Warner attacks, finds Stewart, dumps it down to Ume, working on Campbell. Little fade away, and Steph Ume with her first field goal of the afternoon as well.
Yeah,
she's
been hitting that little bank shot when she posts up a lot, and she's been really finishing there. And I've seen Chantel's back in the building now, so hopefully she's okay.
And foul called there on Leah McDermott, her second personal foul. First team foul for the Lions. And Ebony Horton for the third time this afternoon to the line. Was perfect until then at 3 of 3, but unfortunately can't get that one to go. But makes amends and makes the second. Lions leading 87-43 over the Sheffield Hatters. The win would move Lions 2 games away from the WBBL Championship, as McDermott to Leadham Warner on the handoff back to Strickland. Receives the screen, finds Azania Stewart in the high post. Leadham Warner left wing triple up, in and out, but Leah McDermott weak side crashing glass, and she will recycle the ball for the Lions.
That's a good hustle.
Leadham Warner with the pretty dribble finds Strickland. Fong Lu Kui with the reach in and knocks the ball away, and she will look to push and find the cutting Naomi Campbell. Push in the back by Steph Ume, who takes out the billboard herself and unfortunately the camera.
Unfortunately the camera. Yeah, but that was definitely a foul of Steph Ume, and that's Sheffield trying to get out in transition, try to finish the game. Hopefully the young lady's okay, but yeah, she definitely took out the camera.
And Paige Robinson walked out of the building, walks back in, hugs John Letitia and says, "What happened to the camera?" And John Letitia is just looking at that. Hopefully all the equipment is all right. Team manager for the Lions, Rashay Walton, just coming to check in for the camera with our camera crew upstairs on the balcony here at UEL.
And we don't have that many bodies there, so we're just going to have to let that go for now, I believe.
Yeah, and we'll just move the advertising board to move it well away and check everything is all right.
That's Rashay Walton doing overtime right now.
Does overtime and team manager actually, is that a thing?
Oh no, that's not a thing. There's no such thing as overtime.
As Naomi Campbell heads to the line for 2 free throws. Campbell 3 of 4 on the afternoon. It'll be Hatters 16th and 17th free throw attempts. And Naomi makes no mistake. Goes up to 7 points personal, second leading score for the Hatters this afternoon.
I like this young guard battle as well. The pressure that Grace is under, but the young lady is pressuring Grace. I like this battle, and that's what's needed right now, so she can get a chance to play at this level. She has an opportunity, so that's good.
And Strickland called for the carry. Crowd not happy with the call.
Not happy at all. And now she's getting posted up, so she's getting a chance to learn all of this.
Hannah Shaw with a foot just inside the three-point line makes the long 2. And Shaw up to 8 points personal to go with 4 rebounds on the afternoon. And Hatters have got this down to 40. As Strickland being pressured by Horton finds McDermott. 9 on the shot clock. Xenia Stewart looking for the high-low with Ume. Ume over Campbell, can't get to go, but fights for the rebound. Double teamed, gets the contact, and they're going to call an offensive foul for a clear out just to create some room on the interior to get the shot up.
Yeah, she did a lot of good work there trying to get the offensive rebound after she missed the shot, but she definitely did clear out with that. But I think Coach Mark Clark is saying she may have gotten fouled before the clear out right there, and that's what he's asking for the referee. Lions are still pressuring, though.
And I can hear Mark Clark saying it's the same call at the other end. Not going to let the referees have the fourth quarter easily, as we've got both teams on 3 team fouls just 3 minutes in, as Campbell working on Strickland, and Strickland forces the errant pass. Shaw was briefly open, but Leedham Warner jumping into the passing lane for her 4th steal of the afternoon, as Xenia Stewart with a hard screen on Abby Whitehouse. Strickland thinks and pulls the long 3 just a little short, and rebound knocked out of bounds by Abby Whitehouse, and time out head coach Mark Clark.
That's good. I like the way Grace responded to the ball pressure. She was able to take a shot. Yeah, she didn't knock the shot down, but she showed that she's not scared of the moment, and that's good for her in this situation right now, and it's good for her learning process as well.
And just a quick look at the other score in the WBBL Championship, one of 2 games here at the University of East London Sports Dock. Other game up in the northeast at the Virtue Motors Arena. It's currently Newcastle Eagles 32, Essex Rebels 26. Newcastle in a must-win situation to keep their playoff dream alive. Essex still technically could slip out of the playoff race, but probably need just 1 win from their final 4 games. They will head to the Copper Box on Friday afternoon, 4 o'clock tip, to play the Lions. And if Lions can finish the job here
and Manchester,
and then win in Manchester on Wednesday afternoon, they will go to the Copper Box with a chance to clinch the title at home, part of a double-header with the BBL side, who will play the Cheshire Phoenix on Friday night.
Yeah, you would think in that situation, obviously that's for the goal, but I think London wants to go undefeated this year. So even though they'll be happy to win the league, and if they can get through these games, and these are very tough games, and you can't underestimate anyone, especially when you got to go up to Manchester with the way that team plays when they play at home, and then you have to try to beat Essex, a team that's fighting for their playoff lives. But then I know for sure the way the women are playing here for London, they want to try to finish the whole season off and try to maybe find a way to be undefeated. So while that's a goal, I think they're taking it 1 game at a time.
And we'll see what Coach Mark Clark's drawn up. Looks like the same set we got at the end of the first half yesterday. And Xenia Stewart this week makes it, and you can see the smile on her face.
Yes.
So Nigel Lloyd, we were wrong yesterday. The play was for Xenia Stewart.
Yes, and she knocked that shot down so comfortably.
As Nicolette Fong-Lequid drives, good defence by Leah McDermott to keep her hands out and take the contact with the chest. And Joe Leedham-Warner will bring it up for the Lions. Joe just trying to get everyone in the right position. McDermott on the curl screen. Same set we got for Shanice Beckford Norton. This time, Leah McDermott does it a little bit simpler rather than the alley. Just lays it home for 2.
True, and execution was just flawless for the London Lions right now, and Sheffield's got to deal with that. Here's a switch now. Grace is going to be guarding one of the bigger players. She's guarding Shaw.
As Horton drives to the lane, Strickland on the rotation will foul Horton, and Ebony Horton will go to the line. Good news, the camera is alive.
Yeah, that's true. Excellent job. Now we probably get better angles. Oh, it's a timeout?
And a timeout called by
Sheffield. Coach
Vanessa Ellis. Side trailing 91-47. And just quickly again, we talked about Essex fighting for players' lives. Another team that are Manchester Mystics, potentially most likely looking at scenarios, need to win both their final games, and that would be a shock with Manchester missing the playoffs for the first time in a long time.
That's true. And the great Manchester team, obviously coached by the great Jeff Jones. You got Georgia Jones playing. You got Dominic Allen playing. They have a very versatile team. So yeah, it would be surprised if they missed the playoffs. But you would have never thought of that when the season started, the way the teams have been playing. I'm sorry, it's the history of both teams.
Yeah, and just a quick look at the league table going into this final week. A lot of games going to happen this week with a few teams behind, but London Lions and Sevenoaks Suns, the only 2 teams that are now able to win the championship. And then Sheffield Hatters will be locked in the 3 seed, and Leicester Riders at 14-8 locked in as well to a home playoff quarter-final. And then the race for the playoffs, Caledonian Pride, Nottingham Wildcats both head into their final game at 11 and 12. Essex Rebels at 10 and 10, Manchester 10 and 12, and Durham at 10 and 13. But Durham, all they need to do realistically is win and in, and they've got the Gloucester City Queens on the final weekend. So Durham, despite currently looking like in the 9th spot, actually have the destiny in their own hands, which for Coach Lee Davey will be a relief after a strong victory over Manchester yesterday afternoon, as Ebony Horton will head to the line and make the first. Horton 4 of 5 on the afternoon from the line, but she's really struggled from the floor. 1 of 10 for Ebony Horton this afternoon with 6 turnovers.
Yeah, I would say that's down to the London Lions defense. I thought the defense, the intensity that was set in the beginning of the game was really an issue for Ebony.
As Whitehouse deflects the ball away from McDermott. Lions coming out the timeout with multiple changes in McDermott, Winterburn, Joseph, Ume and Breen on the floor. And the ball is into the hands of Holly Winterburn, who's still got an outside shot of a triple-double. She will find Cassie Breen, and Cassie Breen gives Holly Winterburn another assist.
That's great execution.
Holly Winterburn up to 14.7 assists and 5 rebounds. So maybe a bit of a stretch for the triple-double, but you never know.
Well, maybe a double-double's on if she can get a couple more assists going.
As Horton now working on Breen. McDermott knocks the ball away, but Horton able to keep it alive. And the referee blew his whistle accidentally. So it'll be Sheffield sideline ball, and that will allow Helen Naylor and Charlie McGrath to head into the ball game as Whitehouse and Campbell take a break.
Is that the signal for accidental whistle?
My fault, yeah.
Okay. Wow.
As Sheffield will have 14 off the sideline to work. Naylor, who's been quiet in the second half,
foul
is Steph Ume with the reaching, and she will send Horton back to the line with Lions now in the penalty with 5:14 left of this quarter. Ume with the right arm, you can just see there.
Yeah. She had a good closeout because obviously Ebony is a good jump shooter, even though she's not been hitting well today. But she's got to understand the player, because Ebony's trying to get to the free throw line, because at the moment her field goal percentage is not very good. And now she knocks down the free throw, what she did a minute ago, just giving her a chance to find a way to score and get her rhythm again.
And Horton able to convert once again. 2 of 2 from the line. Hatters now shooting, I believe it's 17 of 21 on the afternoon from the floor. They have struggled. They're down at 30% shooting, as Joseph working on Shaw with 7 on the shot clock. Nowhere to go, looking for options. Winterburn with the head fake, doesn't get Horton to bite. It's going to have to go to a semi-hook shot and a fight for the rebound. Fong Lu Kui, I think, kicks it out of bounds. Indeed, she does. So Lions retain possession with their 16th offensive board of the afternoon. Hatters only 18 defensive rebounds. So when a team's shooting 52% and then getting nearly 50% of their misses, Nigel Lloyd, that's how they can grow into a 40-point lead.
That's true, and that was a good hustle by Cassie Breen and Steph Ume to make that happen just now.
As Winterburn comes back on the screen, finds Breen. 5 on the shot clock. Ume working on Fong Lu Kui down low, tries to hand it to Joseph, and they probably call 3 seconds.
Definitely.
That's a fair call.
That's definitely a fair call. I thought Fong Lu Kui, she played good defense on Steph. Steph could have turned around the shot that just go over the left shoulder right there. I thought the option was there, and she had size, but defense pressure caused that turnover right there.
And into the final 4.5 minutes as Lions set to notch their 21st league victory of the year, as Naylor wide open for 3. Mark Clark not happy, goes straight off his feet. Don't know if he called for a timeout as well, but Lions get away with it, and Cassie Breen in transition, corner 3 up short, and Shaquila Joseph fighting for the rebound, and indeed Mark Clark did call for a timeout. We've just not heard a buzzer yet.
Look, the
team heard it, the table missed it, but we will talk it over with 4:11 left.
Yeah, he was not happy. I don't know what happened there. I thought it was a good pass by Holly. She's trying to get her double-double. I thought Cassie ran out and she missed the shot, but Coach Mark Clark was not happy. As soon as that play was over, he called the timeout right away. So maybe he has something else he's seen. And he definitely has his board up, so something's going on as well.
I assume it's the Helen Naylor wide open look, as we have a quick look through. Lions led by Jolene Warner with 22 points and 7 rebounds, 10 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists for Zania Stewart, who went 4 of 6 shooting, and Shaquila Joseph still perfect from the floor of 3 and 3, 6 points, 6 rebounds. But again, it's that team consistency lines, 5 players in double digits, Cassie Breen on 9, Shaquila on 6, that we just that strength in depth.
Yeah, and you talk about Cassie Breen with her points, but you talk about Kennedy Leonard, she's got 13 points, she's got 7 assists as well. So she's tied with Holly to be the assist leader of the team. And when you look at that, that's just versatility, you know. And also, you can't get assists if your team's not scoring. So the women are scoring as well. Yeah,
Lyons 32 assists as Naylor thinks about the 3, going to drive to her left, and Shaquila Joseph tips it out of bounds, pass intended for Hannah Shaw. And Sheffield will have 12 seconds to work from the baseline. As Naylor underneath, can't get the layup to go, gets a second chance and gets the friendly roll. Helen Naylor up to 13 points personal, leading scorer for the Hatters. As Winterburn looking for options, finds Cassie Breen back in the right-hand corner, and Lyons will recycle the ball. Breen on the pin-down screen, well defended by Naylor, and Breen forced into a tough run, a little bit too strong. Steph Ume with another offensive rebound finds Breen, and Breen makes no mistake, and Steph Ume, 4th offensive rebound of the afternoon. And Lions lead back up to 44 with 3:15 left. Hannah Shaw working on Shaquila Joseph, and the ball intended for Naylor inside, tipped out of bounds by Holly Winterburn with 7 left on the shot clock.
London Lions, they're just getting their hands to a lot of possession. They're swarming, even to the end of this basketball game, when you're looking to score 97-53, and they're just playing all the way through.
Well, you'd quite like Sheffield not to score again, Nigel Lloyd, because Sheffield has scored 13 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. 3 minutes. I know London plays very good defense, but I would think Sheffield's going to score at least a couple more.
Well, this possession will be a little bit tricky. We'll see what Sheffield have got from the out-of-bounds set. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. It'll be Ebony Horton to trigger the inbound. Cross screen for Naylor. She's going to have to pop.
Foul.
Breen, and Cassie Breen will foul and send Helen Naylor to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so disappointing. 13 is a aim for us, and now for London defensively, and I'm just setting that aim. Obviously, Coach Mark Clark hasn't said that, but the team has been playing such a great defense for the last, 8 quarters. So we'll see what happens now.
Yeah, and I think maybe one thing they'll take away from the Lions that they haven't done well in this game is keep Sheffield off the foul line. It's 21st foul of the afternoon for the Lions. 22 and 23rd free throw attempts as well for Sheffield here, as Naylor makes both. So that's definitely an area that you can improve going into the last week of the season, as Kennedy Leonard will replace Steph Ume.
Now I guess we got a 4-out, 1-in situation, because there's only one post player in the game for London, which is Shaquila Joseph, but it looks like Holly Winterburn's going to assume that position right now.
Holly Winterburn to the 4. She's a little bit of that for the Leicester Riders last year in the small ball units, as Mark Clark tinkering with options for the postseason with lineups, as McDermott avoids Naylor. Joseph beats Shaw, 1 dribble pull up off to the right, and Nicolette Fong-Lupi will push in transition. Sheffield look to get this under 40, as Naylor driving on McDermott, nowhere to go, has to force it up, and a tough finish by Helen Naylor, and Leah McDermott can't do a lot about that.
No, she couldn't. That was a very good move by Naylor, and it was a strong move, and the referees let them play. It was a lot of contact, but it didn't look like it was a foul.
And Cassie Breen now getting the handoff back to McDermott, just over 2 minutes left of the 4th quarter here at the University of East London Sports Dock, as Winterburn in the post, turnaround, in and out. Joseph with another offensive rebound, and Leonard from the elbow makes no mistake.
Yeah, Holly Winterburn, she thinks she was fouled in that play, but that was a good shot by Kennedy Leonard, and it's good to see her getting her offense going as well.
As Horton has to back it out. Good defense by a combination of Leonard and Joseph. Horton keeps the dribble alive, and she will earn yet more free throws. Foul called on Leonard for the block, 4th personal foul.
Yeah, that's her 4th personal foul. Also, you can't play defense with your back. I know that's not a very good defensive position right there, so that's automatically a foul for Kenny Leonard. And she did well to having 3 fouls so early in the game to only pick up a 4th now with 1:44 left in the ball game.
And Horton now 9 of 10 from the charity stripe this afternoon. Has a chance to make it 10 of 12. Can't get it to go, but Helen Naylor with the rebound. Ooh. And she gets the putback. Looks like Shaquila Joseph got a little hand on that.
I thought she
but
knocked that
points will still go to Naylor for the field goal attempt. And Sheffield do indeed cut it to below 40 with 1.5 minutes to go. 60 on the board for the Hatters as Joseph to the left hand gets the layup to go, and Lions again hit triple digits.
Yeah, she goes to prefer, but she likes to go left in the post. She's able to get a favorite move and score. Good job by Shaquila
Horton
Joseph.
Open on the skip pass from Luqui with a good screen, but unfortunately for Ebony can't get it to go. Cassie Breen nearly runs over the referee John Letizier in transition. Had to go out of bounds to avoid. Would that be a charge on the referee?
Be a block on the referee.
A block on the referee, there we go. As Leah McDermott, wide open, extra pass by Holly Winterburn. Can't get the triple to go, but Horton knocks it out of bounds as we're into the final minute of action.
And that's a good hustle by Shaquila Joseph, because you're talking about with less than a minute to go, you're up 41 points, but the London Lions are playing all the way through.
And Leonard looking for an option, has to skip it long to Winterburn. Setting the screen is Joseph's going to roll to the basket. That frees up Leonard on the left wing. Good look off, and Cassie Breen with another offensive rebound finds Leonard. And Winterburn with the relocation drives, and Helen Naylor was called for the reach and take away the nice move by Holly Winterburn. 4th foul on the Hatters, so it'll be a Lions ball on the baseline.
Yeah, this is a nice move. It looks like an in and out dribbles, and she caught her fake. Oh, yeah, that's a foul. And she was going, there we go. Holly she was going in a bag of tricks right there, but the referee stopped her. Well,
second personal foul.
Someone's got to take the ball out of bounds.
Correction, 3rd personal foul on Naylor. Again, Lions go long on the out of bounds. Breen coming off screens, well met by Horton on the switch, finds McDermott, 3 up and good. And Leah McDermott, 2nd triple of the season, back-to-back days. And that'll get her confidence going in towards the playoffs. As Lions push the lead back up to 44. And Horton straight down the other end replies for 2. 2nd field goal of the afternoon for Horton's. Really struggled from the floor. 2 of 12 shooting, but 9 of 11 from the line. Has kept her personal tally ticking over as we have a 3-second shot clock, game clock differential. Leonard to McDermott. Finds a wide open Winterburn, straight away triple is good. And Lions, who were cold really all afternoon from the floor, make back-to-back threes to end the game as the lead is 45.
She looks relieved, Holly Winterburn, when she hit that 3.
McGrath going to try and beat the buzzer, gets it off the back iron, and that will do it. London Lions 21-0 on the season, 32 consecutive wins in domestic competition. They beat the Sheffield Hatters 107-62.
Yeah, that was, London does a very professional job. I thought they executed on all phases of the game. Obviously, Sheffield was able to get 20 points, in the 4th quarter. So they tied that. Both teams scored 20 points, but London Lions was able to put Sheffield away in this basketball game by executing defensively early, by setting the tone early, and also all the team just playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, that 3 late by Lions actually wins the 4th quarter for them, 23 points to 22. 4th quarter victory for the Lions. So Lions consistently on the offensive end, 23 points in both the 3rd and 4th quarters. And they, as we said, moved to 21-0. Joe Leedon-Warner, leading scorer this afternoon with 22 points to go with 7 rebounds and 4 steals. 6 Lions players in double digits on the afternoon as well. And as for the Hatters, it was Helen Naylor with 19 points, 6 rebounds. And Ebony Horton, as we said, 13 points, 9 of which coming from the free throw line. As Hatters drop to 17-6 on the season. Just 1 final game left for them as they tune up for a home playoff game in 2 weeks' time. They will play the Gloucester City Queens on Saturday afternoon at the All Saints Sports Centre. And Nigel Lloyd's just going to head downstairs to grab someone for post-game interviews. We'll just go over the stats one more time. as the domination really for the Lions was on the glass as well. Lions ended up with 20 offensive rebounds this afternoon for 25 second chance points, and Sheffield has only able to pull down 20 defensive rebounds of their own. And Sheffield did a much better job in the second half of looking after the ball. 21 turnovers for the Hatters. They had, I think, 16, I believe, at half-time. And Lions able to convert 32 points off those turnovers as they pulled out a 45-point victory. Lions schedule Wednesday against the Manchester Met Mystics at the National Basketball Performance Centre. 4 p.m. tip for that one. Oh, it's a correction, 5 p.m. tip, and then 4 p.m. on Friday afternoon. London Lions, Essex Rebels. If Lions are able to win on Wednesday, they will have a chance to win the title at the Copper Box Arena. And then they will conclude the season Sunday evening at the Surrey Sports Park against the Sevenoaks Suns. 6 p.m. tip on Sunday night. As for the Sheffield Hatters, just that last league game against the Gloucester City Queens to come. As Nigel Lloyd just making his way down from the balcony downstairs, as you see the highlights from this afternoon. As Shaquila Joseph just making her way over the court, and we'll get her thoughts as Lions had a convincing win this afternoon, 107-62 over the Sheffield Hatters, and we will head courtside to Nigel Lloyd.
I'm on air. Hello.
Yeah, hi. I'm with Shaquila Joseph. Shaquila, how do you like the game today?
Yeah, I think we battled hard today. Definitely with the score, it was like a 50-point game. We worked on what we needed to do, and defensively, we did what we needed to do.
You're in the middle of 5 games in 7 days. How are you feeling?
Already, I'm pretty tired, but we've practiced all year. We practiced every day, really tough. As Mark said, it's a war we have every day, so our body is used to it. So I think we'll be able to cope.
Okay, that's good. Going forward, you got Manchester away. Any thoughts on them?
Yeah, so they're kind of similar to this team. They have shooters and they have big inside presence. So if we do what we did today, then we should be good on Wednesday.
Okay. And yesterday, you guys seemed like you were trying to go inside first. Today, you were a little versatile. Yesterday, was that a thought for you all to start inside against that team?
Yeah, definitely getting touches inside is a key for us. We start in, work our way in, and then build out.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hope you enjoyed the game.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, Bill.
And that will just about conclude our action this afternoon at UEL Sports Dock. Thank you to Nigel Lloyd. I'm Michael Hanson-Myers. Join us again on Friday from the Copper Box Arena, where Lions will have a chance to win the WBBL Championship. But today they finished on top, 107-62 over the Sheffield Hatters.